let's start from the beginning. I want to show you the ins and outs of Canva and how you can use it best for your business. I want to show you all the features and some tips and tricks to make content creation and really any visual creation for your business so much easier. So instead of skipping around like we've been doing with cool tricks that I come up with each week, let's start from the beginning with the basics and add on from there every week. Then we won't miss a thing. So starting from the beginning this week with how to add text to a piece of content, and then everything you can do with that text to customize it for your business, for your brand. So let me show you how it's done. Open up the Canva app on your phone and we're going to create a new piece of content. So I'm going to create an Instagram square post because I like those. So you're going to click on Instagram square post and it is going to load some templates for you. You can of course always create a piece of content from scratch, but for this purposes, I'm going to use the template that they've already given me here. So it already has words written in, but I am going to click on it, and simply by clicking on it is how you can actually change what the content piece is, what the typed message is. So I've changed it to Canva tips and of course at Brow tab. If you wanted to add more text, you would just click the text button at the bottom of the screen, and here you can add your own text in, heading, subheading, body font, or you can add their preloaded template fonts or kind of a combination of fonts and change the words yourself. You can even change the colors, but they give you a lot of templates that you can play around with. So let me show you how you can change that to easy Canva tips, and it looks really cool. There's lots of different options, but you can also create your own. So let's stick with creating your own. Let me get this out of the way and let's go back to what's already on the screen here. So once you click in on the actual text, you can see that there are many options that come up. So you can click on font and then you can change the font, and then you can change it to heading or subheading, and it kind of changes the size for you, but let's leave it as is. Next up, you can change the size manually yourself to make it fit what you want it to look like. You can then change the color to any color. I already have brand color saved, but you can find basically any color of the rainbow right here. Next up, you can change formatting. So right now it is centered, but if you would prefer to have it right aligned, left aligned, or justified, you can do that here. You can also sometimes bold or italics some of the fonts. Not all fonts can be changed, but you can underline, strike through, you can change uppercase, lowercase, you can add bullets, you can add numbered list. All of your options are here in formatting. And then the cool thing about the formatting is that you can actually adjust the spacing. So you can adjust the line spacing to bring them closer together, but you can also adjust the letter spacing. I generally keep the letter spacing the same and adjust the line spacing, but once again, totally your personal preference. Next up is effects, which is some of the coolest parts of making your fonts on brand. Is you can kind of change what the actual font looks like. So click on effects, and then you can see that there's all these different kinds. So hollow, splice, and then within each of those, you can customize them to how you want them to look on your end. So you can see that it's changed there. Let's add the neon one, or you can add a background. So instead of having to like input your own little square background, you can just put background in, you can change the color of it, and then you can actually change the style if you want it more round or you want it more square. Let's leave it a little bit more round on this option here. And then if you click on shape instead of style, you can actually curve your text, and then you can change how much curvature you actually want in either direction, or if you want any at all. So I'm going to leave it like this because I think this actually looks awesome. And that is all of your basics for text. So you can totally customize any sort of text on your content. And then of course you can also move it around the screen to fit the screen better. But I think this looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to hit download and download it to my phone so I can post it to Instagram and YouTube.